Hey everyone, welcome back to my transition and welcome to Dreamwork. This one has been one of my favorite and I couldn't wait to get there. So I moved house, so the blog will change in terms of how I present it to you, which I think is always fun. It's good to change it up, especially as my life changes. And of course, my transition is all about change. So it's inevitable. And I think learning to be adaptive is one of the key things. But anyways, we're touching base on dream work and dreaming. And this one I really, really love. It's something that I fell in love with many years ago. Something that I think a lot of cultures really ignore. And the reasons why I have really fell in love with it is because it gives us a sense of knowing that we're always a part of something bigger. And I loved what dream work and dreaming does because it promotes storytelling. And why is storytelling so very important? Well, storytelling, as long as it's a two-way street, not a one-way street, actually allows people to become part of a community and connection. And in the first part of the actual blog, I'm talking to you about codependency a lot. I'm talking about an ancient mind. And all of this is really coming together because I'm putting it all together for you and really having a bit of a look at something that I think a lot of people overlook. I think a lot of people don't really understand what they're involved with, don't understand how connected they really are until such time that they're really willing to go within and have a look at all this work, have a look at that. We are part of a huge, big ecosystem. I think a lot of people get stuck in codependency. And so, therefore, they take life into their own hands and really misunderstand how beautiful life really is. So I'm just going to share my screen and here we are here. What, why are dreams really, really important? And I think dreams are really great for storytelling and building a great culture. And it really promotes, authenticity, connection to spirit. It also really allows you to highlight your personal hindrances. So I think there's many different types of dreams that you can have. It's really limitless. And I'll touch base on a few that I really resonate with. But it's also really important to, have a good future and a great vision for the future and for our own missions and purpose. So it's really important to cultivate sharing because that's true empathy. I think empathy is always about sharing our experiences. And I think ultimately that's what Facebook, Instagram was all for. But because we didn't have this very good culture where we're actually wanting to create a story, and that's why we have stories on Facebook and we have stories on Instagram. But it's also about to promote authenticity about where you are in your life. I've really found it hard as I've grown up to really find people that really go within and really explore who they truly are. I think there's only a tailored amount of people that would do this amount of work in terms of, personal development and leadership. I think this is really important. It's got to be a two-way street though. And so when I share this with you, always share your dreams and share your dreams with a trusted circle. It gives you a connection to something bigger. It also gives you a great connection to them, no matter what's going on in their life. So it's really important. I think the reasons why we've ignored it is because, science can't back it up. I get bored with this. Oh, science is now dictating to us about something that I feel is about creating your own sense of self. It's about creating your own world, not going on science. I mean, science can come into it and really enhance certain parts of our life. But if we have science dictating to us, oh, it can't be proven, well, it really destroys that mysterious and that mystic about dreams and dream work and life itself. So I feel science has so much to do with the reasons why we ignore who we are because it can't be proven and because our ego self can't actually handle the whole big picture. So you got to really understand the conscious mind can't deal with knowing all of it. And why does it have to know all of it anyway? Why couldn't you be in a state of not knowing, which is what we've been talking about before? It's always really important to have that state of not knowing. So I think storytelling is a great way to build culture, build a great circle, and really learn that it is an integral part to personal development. Something that I feel, if I'm going to do all of this and I'm going to promote this, if I ignore dreams and I ignore dream work, then I wouldn't be selling it to its true uh, potential and its true truthfulness about spirituality. And spirituality isn't about, for me, it's about awareness, and growing that awareness. And you're always learning. That's all it is. It's not about, becoming the next Jesus or anything like that. It's about promoting authenticity as well, being authentic, and really learning to promote great connection with others, I think is really important. And that's why I say be careful who you hang around. I know I've definitely fallen for that for so many years of my life. If they are not sharing the same values, and I talk about values a lot in identity, it's really important to move on. If they're not going to respect you, if they're not going to build a community, if they're not going to be all these things that we really need to become in life, well, I say don't hang around, get rid of those people. So I really love that storytelling, having it a two-way street, having both parties and a greater circle contribute is a fantastic way to build a great, meaningful life. And I think we all need that in some parts of our life. So that's really important. And yeah, it's a great way to have a bit of an introduction to a greater ecosystem, and learn for this one why we want to do dream work, and why we want to listen to dreams, and why we want to story tell is to impact on our mission, impact on our purpose, and tell our stories so that it's a two-way street, not a one-way street that it always has been. But it reignites that connection with life, and with the people that are around us. So that's really important.